want you, baby. No, I want you, baby. No, I want you, baby. All you giving me. No, I want you, baby. No, I want you, baby. No, I want you, baby. All you got for me. No, I want you, baby. Giving me
Baby, it's in the club. Baby, it's in the club. Baby, it's in the club. You be acting real nice if you see us on the floor. You be watching all night. We ain't here to hurt nobody. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Wanna see you work your body. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
When Timbo is in the party, everybody put up their hands. I get a half a mil for my feet, you get a couple grand. Never gon' see the day that I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, ain't way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man. Your songs don't top the charts, I heard them, I'm not a fan. Niggas talking greasy, I'm the one that gave them they chance. Somebody need to tell them that they can't do it like I can.
You be acting real nice if you see us on the floor. You be watching all night. We ain't here to hurt nobody. So give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Wanna see you work your body.
Never thought I would be on my own. I had to delete all your pictures out my phone, but I really want you closer. Still I had to cut you off like I don't know ya, 'cause it's over. Never thought I would be on my own. I had to delete all your pictures out my phone, but I really want you closer. Still I had to cut you off like I don't know ya, 'cause it's over. Never thought that I still have you on my mind, so you got me thinking about you all the time. Yeah, I really want you closer. Still I had to cut you off like I don't know ya, 'cause it's over, over. Never thought that I would be on my own. I had to delete all your pictures out my phone, but I really want you closer. Still I had to cut you off like I don't know ya, 'cause it's over.
you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. If only I could be who I am. And if you want, it could be so easy. Just let me be who I am. I got the love for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. I got the love for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. If only I can be who I am. I got the love for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. If only I can be who I am. And if you want me, so easy. Just let me be who I am. I got the love for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. I got the loving for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me.
Right, there we go. I've just done the whole intro and my mic was muted. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? Anyway, welcome everybody back to our league. It is round 5 and here in China, of course. My second time here actually. First time doing this tier, but second time in the actual league. I was here on Friday doing the other tier. It was the 100% race. Pretty long one, I'll tell you that, but it was a lot of fun. We did have 10 drivers. It could have been a bit better, and on my end as well it could have been better, and hopefully that has been fixed this time around. Jumping straight into qualifying then, everybody, as we should. 16 people this time around, which is always lovely to see. 16 people. A lot of people here today, and a lot of stuff to do commentary on. You lucky people. We've got 2 commentators as well covering the whole entirety of this evening, and qualifying will be the same as normal, and mainly the race will be the same as well, apart from the fact that I will be covering most of the front of the grid, and the other commentator will be covering the other side of the grid, so towards the back. So then they've got basically then they've got videos of the whole lot pretty much. Let me know what the stream's like, as I think the audio's alright, but I can see it is absolutely lagging out on my screen at the minute, but it should be okay for the remainder of the race. Just got to let it play out. But everybody then, 10 people with times on the board at the moment. 12 people now. Just give me 2 seconds as I quickly have a look at the stream, because it seems to be buffering. Right then, everybody, stream is buffering a bit, but we should be able to bear with it. We've got 12 drivers, 13 now drivers with times on the board at the moment. 12 minutes left of qualifying, and it is going to be a good evening today. I am very excited to get into it, and here we go. I will get the stuff up on the screen for you right now. There we go. Of course, 14 people, like I mentioned, they've got times on the board now. The quickest at the moment, Patrick Dodge, is on provisional pole with 1 minute 31.468. Then it's Smoking Cheese in second. Then Blinding Echo, who actually won the previous race, which is lovely to see. And it's good to see him back as well. We'll see what he can do today. But I sorted the audio out from last time, everybody. It's all Smoking Cheese going through in the pit lane out of nowhere. I sorted the audio out from last time, I believe. And I've also managed to pick up some new graphics that I will show at some points through the stream. But yeah, hopefully going to be a good race this evening, everybody. With 10 minutes left of qualifying, 2 commentators, like I've mentioned, and you guys are going to have such a lovely time. Hopefully, with 2 sets of feed then for this one race. 16 people, most of the grid now with times on the board. Patrick Dodge is the quickest out there at the moment, and on laps, I think we've got just Bradders. Oh, nearly going round right over the grass. Horrible, horrible lines, but he's back and onto the track. His teammate Hoodrat, they both sit P4 and P5 at the moment in time, and I think they're the only 2 on laps at the moment, 2 Alpines of Bradders and Hoodrat. There's a few people in here that I haven't heard of before. Got the likes of Bradders, I think Whitwell, we've got Dizzy DJ, I think given by the name, it's probably a DJ. We've got who have we got? How am I saying that? Fusion. I'll call him Fusion. I'm not sure if it's Fusion, but I'll just say Fusion. We've got Frank. I'll just call him Frank. Heisenberg. Love it. Absolutely love it. Breaking Bad. Sid Boats, of course. Smithy. We've got Wes. We've got Mario and Liam Cookie as well in this race. But 9 minutes of qualifying to go, everybody. And a long, long while left. Hoodrat on a flying lap, I believe, and heading down towards the back straight. But his slipstream then being picked up from the Haas car that was ahead of him and making his way down the back straight now towards the last few corners here in China. I'm going to be honest with you, it is awful having to do this track again because doing 100% on it on Friday. But why would I complain? There's no reason to. As Hoodrat into the pit lane, no reason to hype that up either. Whitwell then through the first few corners with 8 minutes of qualifying here at the Shanghai International Circuit. What can the Mercedes do? One thing I did see interesting as well was that the cars are actually on realistic performance, which you do not see a lot, unless that was not changed when I joined. But yes, but it's quite interesting, it really is, as obviously you don't really see it in many leagues anymore. But yeah, Whitwell and Dizzy on flying laps, Sid Boats as well, and then Liam Cookie at the back, up towards the line. Liam over the line, last time of the day for him, and it is P4, 1 minute 32.013. And over the line for the Aston Martin, it was a pretty decent time indeed. Right then, Liam Cookie, of course, P4. Not a bad time for him, to be fair, on his banker lap. We'll see if he can go around again, maybe, and do a better lap than that. Dizzy DJ in P6 at the moment is up by 0.3 of a second Sorry, no, he improved by 3/10 of a second on the last lap. Very good on him. We've got Alec, and then I don't know what's happened there, but I have been kicked. I think, unless that's happened to everybody else. But while we get this sorted, I'll be back in a few moments' time.
I got good loving for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. And for me, I could be who I am. And if you want, it could be so easy. Just let me be who I am. I got good loving for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. I got good loving for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. And for me, I can be who I am. I got good loving for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my head. Maybe the things I could do, yeah, you will learn something new. And for me, I can be who I am. And if you want, it can be so easy. Just let me be who I am. I got good love for you, and I got nothing to prove. Give me permission to lose my
I blame you for all the hurt and all the pain, all the sunshine and the rain. This feeling that I know you're giving me, no lies, you're loving me, hugging me, touching me. Da, 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 da. You're giving me, you're giving me. Da, 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 da. You're giving me, you're giving me. Step by step when you're moving in, when you come to the club and you're tuning in. Hold tight to your man 'cause I'm moving in. 4x4 with you cruising in. Boy, you got me feeling good. Won't you come on, baby? Boy, you got me feeling good. You know I want you, baby. Step by step when you're moving in, when you come to the club and you're tuning in. Hold tight to your man 'cause I'm moving in. 4x4 with you cruising in. Boy, you got me feeling good. Won't you come on, baby? Boy, you got me feeling good. You know I want you, baby. You know I want you, baby. You know I want you, baby. Boy, you got me feeling good. You know I want you, baby. You know I want you, baby. You know I want you, baby. Boy, you got me feeling good. You know I want you, baby. I blame you for all the hurt and all the pain, all the sunshine and the rain. This feeling that I know you're giving me, no lies, you're loving me, hugging me, touching me.
Right, everybody, I'm back, and hopefully all is well now. But let's quickly sort out everything on the screen so you can see what we're looking at, and then we will be able to get back into qualifying for the remainder of it. 3 minutes and 46 seconds of this qualifying session here at the Shanghai International Circuit, and Liam Cookie all towards the line on his flying lap. And you know what, we might as well stay with it, shall we? Liam Cookie then 4:42 on his flying lap. He went up to P4 actually earlier on, been dropped down to P6 at the moment. He's doing pretty well so far, but we'll see what he can do towards the end of the first sector then here in China. Liam Cookie in the Aston Martin absolutely flying, but will he be over the first sector? He is nearly a tenth up on his 1:32.0 time, as now venturing through the second sector to the left hand side, dragging it out, then hitting the apex, and then waiting for that right hand turn. Snappy this bit is then, because it snaps right to the left hand side. You have to brake hard, snap to the left, hit the apex, run out wide, run to the left side again, and Liam Cookie heads up towards the end of the second sector line. He is down on time, unfortunately, and will not be improving at the moment. That is unfortunate then for Liam Cookie. Heisenberg invalidated, unfortunately. You know what, we'll go back to Liam Cookie, because is he on the lap, or has he left it? I'm not too sure. I think he might have left it now. We'll go down to Whitwell. Show Whitwell just starting their lap now. As people in the chat, it would be much appreciated if you can give me some feedback on what the stream's like. I can see it's a tad bit laggy, but I can't really help that. I've done as much as I can to help it, and it's just one of them nights. It's always not very good on a Sunday. I don't know why, but there we go. Whitwell on his flying lap, and hopefully it is alright to watch for you. Let's see what he can do with it then. Currently sat in P10 with 1 minute 32.457. 10th position, of course, for this man. As we'll look up ahead, he'll look up ahead. He's been over the second sector. He's now heading towards the back straight. Foot to the floor down the back straight then. Picking up all the speed that he can. The DRS activated down the back straight, heading towards the final 3 corners here at the Shanghai International. The Mercedes absolutely flying, hitting the apex perfectly, kissing it there on the inside. Will this be a decent lap for Whitwell? Can he improve at all? Running out wide to the left-hand side, mastering the final corner. DRS activated over the line. It is P4. That isn't a bad effort at all, is it? As Hoodrat retires in P3. Qualifying is coming to a close, everybody, and the last few laps will be coming on the screen in a few moments' time. Out laps then on the board. Flying laps, absolutely flying everywhere at the moment. Smoking Cheese currently sat in second, who is on a lap, I believe. Full throttle, sorry. And absolutely pushing it with that DRS. And we've got a Kick Sauber in second place. Let me just tell you that. But we'll see where he can put himself. Can he take provisional pole from Patrick Dodge, who is doing so well on Friday's race? Over the line, Smoking Cheese can do more than that. He takes provisional pole in the Kick Sauber. It's a 1 minute 31.389. What a time, what a lap. And he's on provisional pole with 10 seconds left of qualifying, everybody. That was lovely to watch as the Kick Sauber drives around in victory at the moment, but we'll see if he can hold it, of course, because qualifying is not complete. Qualifying is now complete, but we've still got the last few drivers to cross the line. Dizzy DJ, I think, just went up 4 tenths quicker on his previous time. Alec is down by 3 tenths of a second. Liam Cookie, 1.1 seconds down, unfortunately, on his time. Just Bradders then, 1 tenth up now. This is one of our only hopes to get a good lap over the line before the end of qualifying. Smoking Cheese on provisional pole. Patrick Dodge second. Blinding Echo third. It's just Bradders then in the Alpine. The lone Alpine then in today's race as well. Making his way down towards the end of this lap and his final lap of the weekend in qualifying. What can the Alpine do? What has he got stored in the bag? And what can he do in this qualifying session then? With everything he's got, he's going to put it in over the line. DRS activated. It'll be P4, 1 minute 31.519. As Patrick Dodge over the line without anybody noticing, takes provisional pole very, very marginally then from Smoking Cheese, and spoils his hopes and dreams of taking pole position here today. It is Patrick Dodge. I'm not going to announce it yet because I need to see, but looking like Patrick Dodge is on pole position for definite. That is it. Patrick Dodge, pole position here in China. Lovely stuff, lovely qualifying. The race is up next. Okay, then everybody, finishing results for the Chinese Grand Prix qualifying session. Lovely to see Patrick Dodge then in the Mercedes, taking pole position from Smoking Cheese. Then it's Blinding Echo in third position. Moving down the grid, just Bradders then in fourth from Hoodrat, then Whitwell, Dizzy DJ, Alec, Lim, Cookie, Heisenberg, Frank, and Fieldyarn in 12th position. Then it is Wes, Smithy in 14. Moving down the grid, am I going to make it? I didn't make it. But that is it for qualifying. We will see you, everybody, in the race just up next. Right, everybody, welcome back. It's good to have you back, and it's good to be here. We are getting ready to go racing then, here in China, and this time me doing the commentary, we've got 16 people. We've got a shorter race. It is looking like it's going to be a lot more exciting and a lot more to cover then for this race. But of course, the formation lap that we are sat on currently, and making our way around the track, but we should be going pretty soon. I actually was sat there waiting to change the screen over and completely missed it, but it's okay. It's good job you've got formation lap and not race start straight away, because I'm so bad for timing. But yeah, here we are back, and the driver's making their way up towards the end of the second sector at the moment. So not too far to go, and then we'll be lining up and we'll be going racing. But like I mentioned, I'll just reiterate it before the race starts. We've got two commentators here tonight. Qualifying was pretty normal, but I will be covering majority of the front of the pack tonight, and then the other commentator will be covering the second half of the pack. Just basically so we've got coverage of all areas. So I'll probably do from first to about P9. If there's anything going on in the back, I will still go and check it out. But if we're looking for gaps and stuff, I'll focus on the front for today's race. But I'll do my best with that. Here we go then, everybody. Everyone down the back straight. One by one, single file line then, as everybody awaits this race start, and we get ready to come off this formation lap and begin the race, which will be starting very soon indeed. The drivers making their way down the main straight then, everybody, and onto the grid slots, lining up where they qualified, of course, and then the last drivers will be the two McLarens to lock out the last row of the grid. But we'll go on board with Patrick Dodge as the last few guys line up on the grid. Patrick Dodge will lead the pack away then here in China. And for round 5, it is 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights staying ahead of the Grand Prix start here in China. It is lights out and away we go, and Patrick Dodge off the line. Is it a good start though? Down into turn 1. He's already been challenged by Smoking Cheese to kick Sauber into the inside, but it wasn't enough, and Patrick Dodge has had a lovely start so far ahead, and no competition just as of yet. 2 by 2, Smoking Cheese and Blinding Echo go into turns 3. That is beautiful move then by Blinding Echo, who did just try to get through, defended his position, and behind that as well, it is just Bradders and Dizzy DJ going at it. Can DJ go down the inside? No, he cannot. He does hold back for now. He's got a car on his outside and a car right on his front wing. Smithy with a 3-second time penalty, everybody, as now trailing Dizzy DJ is Hood Rat. This is the lovely stuff, as we've got so many drivers and the gaps are incredibly close. This is going to be a good race, everybody. Dizzy DJ ahead then in the Red Bull. It is Hood Rat in the Alpine, just sat comfortably behind and holds all the power in this at the moment. He's going to try and get through if he can at the front of the pack, but it is lap 1 out of 28. 28 laps of racing then in China today, and your race leader Patrick Dodge 1.3 seconds up the road, and he's having a lovely race start indeed. He's not been challenged at all. A little bit of a challenge from the kick Sauber at the start, but it was nothing too much to throw him off his feet. And now the front runners all having a scrap. Blinding Echo down the inside. Can just Bradders do it again as well? Down the inside of the kick Sauber, who gets double overtaken before the end of the lap. That is so unfortunate, but it happens, and there we go. Smoking Cheese down to P4, Blinding Echo second, and just Bradders in third position. That was lovely moves. As now up to the front, we watch Patrick Dodge. His DRS is enabled, and the Mercedes is running away from it. Running away from it. He is running away from the pack, to be fair. Running away with it at the moment with a 1.8 second advantage. 1.9 second, now 2 second gap advantage to Blinding Echo in second. But now just Bradders and Smoking Cheese seem to be having a bit of a scrap up at the front of the pack. at the moment. Smoky Cheese, can he try and find a gap? It's someone down the inside who found a gap. Dizzy DJ has gone for the move, and Smoky Cheese is just being overtaken one by one. He's dropping like a fly down the pack, and unfortunately, he's down to P5 after starting in second position. He had such a good qualifying as well, and he's just dropping down the order at the moment here in China. We're on the second lap of 28. Racing has been superb so far. Let's keep it up, shall we? Patrick Dodge up ahead, leading this Grand Prix by 2.3 seconds. He's running away from him. I'm not going to get to use my new race leader graphic, am I, today? Because Patrick Dodge is absolutely running away from it. This battle's going on at the back. We'll quickly have a look at that. I think Sid Boats just got through past Liam. As up ahead as well, you can see Wes and Alec. Wes down the inside. We're moving up to the front now. Just Bradders and Echo. They're all having a scrap at the moment. Everybody, it's like bowling down into the last few corners. As ahead is just Bradders from Blinding Echo, from Dizzy DJ, then from Smoking Cheese, who seems to be trying to fight back in that Kick Sauber. The Red Bull ahead with the DRS activated nice and wide. Can he get up towards him though? It does hold him within reach, but not enough for an overtake at this stage in the race, unfortunately. Wow, racing so far has been pretty good. It has been pretty good indeed. And I think a few things have gone on at the back, but focusing on the front, Patrick now 2.3 seconds. That is the gap, 2.4. That is your updated gap at the moment for Patrick Dodge. He is doing a brilliant job out there on track at the moment and trying to stay ahead of everybody that is behind him. But what can just Bradders do in an attempt to keep Blinding Echo at bay, who is 4/10 behind? Dizzy DJ is right there as well, of course. Smoking Cheese, Whitwell, Hoodrat. We've got Frank Heisenberg, Wes, all within the top 10 at the moment. Locking up goes Smoking Cheese, down into the last few corners before the back straight. Nearly losing his backside there as well, but no, he keeps it on the track. But does lose a bit of time to Dizzy DJ, and he's just going to try and gain up towards Blinding Echo now with this DRS that is activated down the back straight. Blinding Echo will do the same with just Bradders. Just Bradders will not have the DRS, because of course Patrick Dodge is 2.3 ahead. Oh, Tokyo drifting then into the final few corners. What can Blinding Echo do on that? He's there to pick up on all the pieces and hasn't yet been able to do that yet. He does go a bit wide there off the track, but carries on. The Haas is absolutely pushing it up front. Can he go for the move then on just Bradders? The Alpine on the back foot then down the inside, but can Blinding Echo try and get through? He isn't able to at the moment, but he's really putting that pressure on them from the backside of the Alpine. The Haas, voice crack, the Haas is flying then at the moment and really being able to put the pressure on. This is brilliant from Blinding Echo, who did actually win the Friday race as well, so he's on a roll. He raced in not long ago. It is in his blood. He is ready and is ready to take on the challenge of what is in front of him. Bradders is in front of him this time around. Can he overtake him in the next few laps? It's lap 4 out of 28. 24 laps to go in today's race. And so far, you can't complain, can you? It's been very good. We've had one penalty so far. Smithy down in 14. I believe it's a 3-second penalty for Smithy at the moment. But for now, we'll focus on the front, not too far up in front, because Patrick Dodge is 3.1 seconds ahead. Is Mario with a 3-second penalty as well down at the back, and that is 2 at the back now with penalties, as we've got the big long line of the top 10 making their way down the back straight. Sorry, that is not the main straight. Can the Kick Sauber make a move? More importantly, can Blinding Echo go for the move on just Bradders? He has gone and done it, and Blinding Echo is in second place then of today's race. Fully deserved, and he's ahead. He's finally done it. The Haas is flying today, and behind Smoking Cheese trying to make a move on the Red Bull of Dizzy DJ. Down the inside, he is through. Tried to look for a move on Bradders as well, but no, he wasn't able to do it. He has to hang back. Well, what more can you ask for? He started P2 and he's making his way back up. This is all he wants then. Smoking Cheese is on a roll, but can he keep it up for the remainder of this race, everybody? If anyone's in the chat, I I'd much appreciate it if someone could let me know what the stream's like, because I am looking at it for me. And it is looking pretty laggy at the moment. It's not been like that all race, but yeah, it's looking pretty bad at the minute. Oh, there you go, it sorted itself. Never mind. God, I thought that was going to be the whole race. Hopefully it doesn't do that too much, and I really do apologise if it does, everybody. I have tried my best messing with the settings today, but it's just not one of them days. But as you can tell, it does sometimes work from the Friday race. But anyway, enough waffle. Back into the race. Lap 5 out of 28 that we are on. Patrick Dodge now 3.8 seconds ahead of the pack. Don't you just love to see it? Can Just Bradison get through past Blinding Echo? He goes for it again. Smoking Cheese then trying to get through as well. And look at the kick, Sauber. He is on a roll then, absolutely flying. Sparks flying as well from the backside of that car, locking up, blowing smoke into Blinding Echo's face. But we go down the main straight. The rear wing is open. Smoking Cheese then looking for the move on the Alpine. Round the outside. Can he make it stick? The kick Sauber is on a lovely, lovely move here. But can he make it stick? Down the inside. It was from the outside to the inside. Switching back underneath him. But is he able to get through past the Alpine? Battling side by side out of them corners. Down into the right-hander. The kick Sauber with a better exit on the left-hand side, sorry. He's on the exit here. Can he get ahead? Side by side. They are dueling them through these corners. And ahead goes the kick Sauber after a very, very long battle from the first corner to now. That was sensational stuff from the kick Sauber and Just Bradders. And Smoking Cheese, sorry, manages to get ahead. Don't you just love to see it then? Lap 6 out of 28, and that is the kick Sauber in second place. Made his way back up to where he started, maybe. Just starting to find his feet, but we'll see. Right then, lap 7 out of 28. Patrick Dodge running away with this race. I'd like to put it like that, running away with it. Smoking Cheese in second. Then it's Just Bradders in third. Blinding Echo sat comfortably in fourth. But how comfortable? Because he's got a 1.1 second gap behind, which isn't too bad. The gap ahead, though, is 0.3 of a second. Can he try and pull off the move? Oh my gosh, just trying to sort the stream because it seems to be having a bit of a mardy at the minute. I think it's a little bit better. I've just brought the bandwidth down a bit, the bit rate down a bit. Quality might decrease a bit even more, which isn't great, but as long as it doesn't crash, it should be okay. Patrick Dodge, Smoking Cheese, Just Bradison, Blinding Echo, your top four. 2, 3 and 4 are having a lovely scrap. So is Dizzy DJ and Whitwell. The Mercedes on the backside then of the Oracle Red Bull Racing car in P5. Can the Mercedes do anything? Can the Alpine do anything? Of Hoodrat then is looking for a move as well on the Mercedes. Putting that car down the inside as if he's trying to make a move, but he isn't able to at the moment. He is sticking very close behind, and we'll continue to watch this one just in case he's able to get through. Lap 8 out of 28, and we've got 20 laps to go in this race then. A lot of laps to go and a lot more racing action to come with 16 drivers in this race so far. The top 10 are giving me such a lovely race to watch then at the moment, I've got to say. They really are. As Patrick Dodge, we watch, is 3.9 seconds, 3.8 seconds ahead of the pack at the moment. Just Bradders and Blinding Echo, the gap between them, 0.5 of a second, as Mario gets a 3-second penalty in the race, and the second penalty of this race that we have at the moment. Heading down the back straight then for the front runners. You can see in the background, moves looking like they're cooking up, and in front as well it looked like it, with the Mercedes of Whitwell managing to stay ahead then from Dizzy DJ, then from Hoodrat and Frank as well, who's on the scene. The Williams trying to hold on to the backside of the Alpine trying to hold on to the backside of Dizzy DJ, and Dizzy DJ trying to hold on to the backside of Whitwell in P5. Heading down the straight, ZRS activated and wide open. Which way will he go, inside or out? It was looking like the outside, but he isn't able to get through at the moment. Holding it as long as he can round the outside. He's playing the long game on this move, but isn't able to get through just yet. Oh, what a shot. I love it. Absolutely love it. Love a good helicopter shot, as we can see and watch from above. Whitwell holding on to P5 pretty well at the moment. Then from Dizzy DJ, who is 0.8 of a second behind. So Whitwell's managed to pull a bit of a gap. If he can get it within a second, he's laughing, to be fair. We'll see what he can do, though. As, of course, within a second, the guy behind will not get DRS. He's not even got DRS in front of him, actually. So it'll be in a bit of a race of his own if the guy behind doesn't get DRS. But we'll see as we make our way around and on towards the back straight of this race then. And lap 9 out of 28. The race has been pretty decent so far. It really has. 16 people, and 16 people we still have in the race. No DNFs as of yet. Everything running pretty smoothly, as you can see. That wasn't smooth at all, though, was it? From Blinding Echo going into the backside of Just Bradders. We'll see what will happen, though, as round the final corner and up towards the line. What can Blinding Echo do on Just Bradders? It might not be a lot, because they've both got the DRS at the moment down the back straight. The Haas gaining and gaining and gaining, but it isn't enough then for a move at the moment. The Haas has to concede, has to stay back, and cannot make that move on track at the moment, but hopefully pretty soon is able to. Oh, we've got it again. The camera from above, which is nice. Lap 10 out of 28 now. Into the lap 10 and 18 to go in today's race. 18, that is. And Blinding Echo is 2/10 behind Bradders. Bradders is 4/10 behind Smoking Cheese. As I've also just got word that P16 is an AI, which I had no idea about, so thank you very much. But here we go then. Lap 10 out of 28, like I've mentioned. And we've got a bit of a three-way battle cooking up here, which we're going to stay with, because I think something might well happen between them, and we're going to stay close and watching this. The Kick Sauber, the Alpine, and the Haas car making their way down the back straight then at the moment, and these guys are really giving us a good race to watch at the minute, aren't they, as we go into the final couple corners of this Shanghai International Circuit. Bradders gets through past Smoking Cheese. Is he ahead? Yes, he is. The Alpine manages to make the move on the Kick Sauber. Kick Sauber has to concede, and Blinding Echo is on the scene then. Is he able to get through? 2/10 of a second. The gap, he's still behind. Wes gets a 3-second time on the team, but no moves at the moment. The Alpine has got a bit of pressure on him, actually, from behind, as that is all going to help Blinding Echo on his mission to get closer to the guys ahead of him. Nearly making contact there, but narrowly missing them. He is within touching distance of moves. Blinding Echo is right there, and as soon as the guy ahead makes a mistake or they start battling vigorously, we are going to get a move. I can tell you that for free. We're definitely going to get a move. But we'll see. Lap 11 out of 28 now. Patrick Dodge leading by 2.5 seconds. To be fair, the gap has been brought down. It was in the 3 seconds, I believe. So we'll see what will happen with that one. But Brad is in second. Smoking Cheese in third. Blinding Echo now. All eyes towards Blinding Echo in the Haas, because here's the one closest to Smoking Cheese now. Bradders is flying away. He's still there, but he is a little bit further ahead than Blinding Echo on Smoking Cheese. Now, what can the Haas car do on the Sauber? Down the back straight, and the Haas absolutely flying. Both of the DRS activated. Can he do enough to gain up towards him? No, he cannot, and he still has to hold back for now. But the gap now reduces to 0.2 of a second before we go round onto lap 12. And it is just getting a bit exciting, isn't it? Got everybody on the edge of their seats just waiting to see when this move will happen. But Patrick Dodge into the pit lane, everybody, which is lovely to see. And, of course, the new race leader on your screen, Just Bradders now, who takes the lead for now, but maybe not for long then, as Smoking Cheese. What can he do on his attempt to overtake Just Bradders? And also Blinding Echo, do not count him out. He is still there and raring to go for a move when it opens up for him. What will happen here then? The Sauber on the outside, switching. It's his rear tyre to his front tyre. Inside of the line, but he isn't able to get through just yet. Blinding Echo, look at him right behind. Still so close, but nowhere to be seen to make an overtake. When can he do so? Making contact on the backside, and Dizzy DJ as well gets a 3-second time penalty at the same time. We've got 4 drivers with penalties now as we make our way down towards the back straight, everybody. Here we go, finally, we're going to see the move. Blinding Echo gaining on Smoking Cheese. That was the closest we've ever seen them. Will we see Smoking now with the move on Just Bradders? We don't know what's going to happen here. Dia side by side with the race leader in second position. Who is going to get ahead? Just Bradders managed to hold it for now. Smoking Cheese trying to get through. Blinding Echo, what can Smoking Cheese do? What can Blinding Echo do? 3 abreast then, going down into turn 1. Spectacular stuff, down into turn 1. Blinding Echo, he was so patient the whole entire time, and it might have finally just paid off for him. He did get ahead for a minute. Smoking Cheese, though, who started second position, has just managed to squabble his way through up to P1 and takes the lead then of this race. Don't you just love to see it? Smoking Cheese leads the race then from second to first. 3/10 gap then from him and Blinding Echo in second. Blinding did take the lead for a split second. We thought he would stay ahead, but wasn't able to at that moment in time. But maybe through the race we will see more of that, but we'll have to see. As Just Bradders as well is in P3, but he's dropped back a little bit. He's got 5/10 gap now, 2/10 more behind than Blinding Echo is in Smoking Cheese at this moment in time, but maybe he can gain up to him. Of course, the DRS will be activated pretty soon down this back straight, so even then he'll still gain up towards him, but it's just a matter, of how much he will gain as we make our way onto the main straight. Lap 13 out of 28, and Smoking Cheese leading. Blinding Echo finally, for the redemption around the outside, takes the lead of this race. Don't you just love to see it? The Haas has fought and finally gets his moment in the sun and takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Blinding Echo leads the race from Smoking Cheese, from Just Bradders in third. This is a lovely battle we've got going on. Oh, Smoking Cheese, will he try again down the inside? He did try. Just Bradders now gets the overtake on the Sauber, and he gets ahead. Oh, there's contact made. Smoking Cheese is the guy ahead at the moment. Nobody come out better out of that one. Everybody on the back foot. Smoking Cheese coming out on top though now. Blinding Echo with a better exit, with a worse exit, sorry, taking each other out. Both of them going off. It's carnage off the track here in China. Bradders and Blinding Echo go into each other, taking each other off the track. Blinding Echo run away with it for now. He's got 1.6 second gap, and one mistake can flip it all upside down. Blinding Echo and Just Bradders very nearly were out of this race, everybody, but didn't, and that is the key word in this one here. Very good job they didn't. We've still got all 16 people, and wow, That was some crazy action. That was some crazy action up front, I'll tell you that. It was absolutely mental. And hopefully we can get something else like that, as Just Bradders is, of course, on the backside of Blinding Echo. Not too close, though. Blinding Echo trying to break the toe, but at the moment, not able to do anything about that just yet. I've got to say, though, that was sensational stuff. That was absolutely brilliant. 28 now, lap 15 out of 28, everybody, and we are over halfway distance into today's race. As Blinding, that's not us, it said Blinding Bradders then, Just Bradders looking for that move on Blinding Echo like he has for the last lap. Both of them nearly saw the inside of a barrier a few moments ago, and now racing as hard and as fast as they can. Smoking Cheese with a 1.6 second gap, 1.7 second gap to the leaders, as you can see ahead, the back marker of the Ferrari that is actually not in the game now. The front runners finally managed to pass him, and he gets lapped by the top three so far, but the top three have been putting on a brilliant show for us so far. We've only had one pit stop then from the race leader that was earlier, but of course he is not leading now, and we've got Smoking Cheese. But pit stops have came in from the back markers, just not the front markers at the moment. But Smoking Cheese P1, Blinding Echo P1. P1, I'm saying that I can see that it's gone up one position, sorry. Smoking Cheese P1, Blinding Echo in second, up one position. Just Bradders in third, up one position. Patrick Dodge is down 3. He has pitted though, and is on for most likely a race win if he goes on with this strategy, because it is looking pretty good for him at the moment. The Mercedes is looking pretty strong. He's in P4. Everyone around him's not pitted. He's going to be catapulted right back up to the top, and he will manage to get ahead of everybody and most likely take the win. But we'll see where it goes with the remaining laps in this race. Just under halfway left to go of this race. In the pit lane goes Smithy in the Ferrari. And into the pits he goes. Pit lane. And it is the mediums, the yellow compound tyres for the Ferrari, on its way out of the pit lane in P13, now dropping down the positions in the pits as we go back up towards the front of the grid. Lap 16 out of 28, and we'll see. Is anything going on behind? We can see Dizzy DJ and Whitwell seem to be getting a bit close then. At the moment is behind as well. Alec and Heisenberg take each other out very nearly into the wall as well. None of them would give it up, would they? Coming out of there, but no, ahead now gets Alec, and Heisenberg has to stay behind, unfortunately, down into P12 after that battle there. But back up to the front, and we've got Smoking Cheese, 1.7 second gap from him and the guys behind. Moving down, it is Just Bradders and Blinding Echo in P2 and P3. And Blinding Echo is right there on the backside. He is ready to pounce as soon as something happens with the guy ahead of him. As soon as he makes a pit stop, as soon as he makes a mistake. And this might be where he gets through. Blinding Echo with the DRS. The car ahead, no DRS. He's positioned himself for the outside line. Can he make it work? Because that's a good move if he can. Right round the outside, holding it out. He'll hold it out for the inside line, but no, he isn't able to achieve that. And the Alpine manages to stay ahead for now. Now they're side by side out of nowhere. But the Alpine with the better exit, of course, on the outside line, manages to stay ahead through there. But the pressure continues from the Haas. Battling and battling. He won't give up until he gets what he wants. He's like a young child, Blinding Echo. And he's through to P2. That is lovely stuff. Just Bradders in P3. Having to concede. Lap 17 out of 28, 11 laps to go of this brilliant race. It has been brilliant, and that is not an over-exaggeration. I say that a lot, but today has been good. Today has been good. I haven't stopped talking through the whole entire race. There's always been something to talk about. And what more could you ask for? Liam Cookie flying then in that Aston Martin. Patrick Dodge ahead of him by 12.2 seconds. It's a bit of a gap indeed. But as we go to the top three, once again. Mario with a 3-second penalty. We can see that the Alpine have just Bradders for the move on Blinding Echo and through to P2 then at the moment. There we go. He is through. Lovely to see. As there we go, Blinding Echo, so I wasn't even looking. Managed to get through because Bradders into the pit lane. Finally, pit stops from the front runners, everybody. We've got it. We've got it. But what tyre will he go on? That's the question. It's looking like a mediums, but we'll see. And it is a mediums for the Sauber coming out of the pits. Medium compound tyres is dead set and ready then for Just Bradders out of the pit lane and into P7 on the exit. The two Williams are having a scrap. Look at that. They look like two Duracell batteries heading down the straight. It is Frank on the inside, Alec on the outside, switching back. The two Williams. Lovely, but Frank manages to get ahead. Ooh. Good race so far. Smoking Cheese 2.7 seconds ahead. That is reiterate, but let's see what is going to happen then in the remainder of this race. It's 2.5 seconds as the gap. Blinding Echo behind. Patrick Dodge now is 5.2 and is gaining. If the guys ahead of him pit pretty soon, or whenever they decide to pit, Patrick Dodge, of course, will be coming through and taking that P1 rightfully back because of the brilliant strategy call that he made earlier. And fair enough to him, because it is looking like his race win on them hard compound tyres. Absolutely flying. I think started on the mediums, went to the hards, and it's worked out brilliantly. There we go. Patrick Dodge then to take the lead in this race. Quite rightfully. Back where he belongs. Back where he started. Blinding Echo and Smoking Cheese in the pit lane. I think tussling out of the pit lane, actually. But we'll see. It's out of the pit lane. The Sauber comes in P2. Oh, not enough then. Oh, coming into the pack then. And he's coming right into the pack then. As everybody all together and bunched up through the first few corners here in Shanghai. What can Whitwell do now on the backside of the Alpine? What can Smoking Cheese do on Hoodrat? Them two level pegging out of the first few corners. The Alpine with a better exit for now. But we've seen this before, and we'll see it again. Smoking Cheese with a better exit around the outside, capitalises on that move, and he gets through to P2 with the new tyres as well. He is in a very good position for a podium this race. So is Hoodrat at the moment. I won't say amazing position, because he's got Just Bradders behind, who has managed to stay ahead for a lot of the race. And now is fighting his teammates. So no team orders involved with the Alpine team in this race so far, but 9 laps to go, swapping and changing then for the Alpines side by side. Hoodrat and Bradders then down the back straight. What is going to happen on the outside? Bradders that he's going to try. Bradders on the outside going to try to go for the move on Hoodrat. Level pegging for the Alpines, but gets ahead. Bradders, and the Alpine is ahead, past his teammate. What more could he ask for? I think we've got a move going on behind as well. This is lovely. Whitwell on Blinding Echo seeming pretty close as we make our way round toward the main straight in China. Down the straight, it's a big long DRS train, but will we get a move? Whitwell gaining on Blinding Echo, and he is right on the back side of him at the moment. Is he able to get through? I'm not too sure. More like Dizzy DJ is looking for a move on Whitwell. Is that going to happen? He's right behind him in that Red Bull. What can he do? Up ahead, we might get a move here as well. Blinding Echo and Hoodrat. Just watch the gap, because he's getting close. He's looking for that move around the inside, outside. We've seen it once before. We've seen it again. Blinding Echo looking for that move. Is he able to get through? He's pushing on the outside, but not able to make that move stick at the moment. He is right there. Oh my God! On the curb. I thought he was going out there and switching down the inside. That was absolutely brilliant. Push. Superb move. He takes himself out and then just pulls it all back. The Haas on the outside. Hoodrat back again down the inside. Might lose another position here to the Mercedes. Is he going to get through? Whitwell trying to get a move done then on a Blinding Echo. Down the back straight we go. All the slipstream that they're all going to gather is going to be immense. Whitwell down the inside of the Haas car. And can he get the Alpine too? Is it too much to ask? I think it was. And the Haas is again ahead of Whitwell, who has to hold back, concede, and the two guys ahead now are pushing each other through the last few corners. The Haas and the Mercedes clearly don't get on very well, tussling and turning then through the last few corners, nearly taking each other out. But Hoodrat manages to stay ahead of Blinding Echo. Whitwell with front row seats to that action right behind, and Dizzy DJ is on for the move on the Mercedes. Is he able to get through? Trying to push on. How brilliant is this then, everybody? How brilliant indeed. Dizzy DJ trying to make a move. Side by side out of the corner. It's the mediums against the hards. And it looks like the Alpine on the hards is going to get ahead for now. Don't count out this battle though. Dizzy DJ and Whitwell as well behind. They seem to be having a nice scrap, at this moment in time. It's Blinding Echo and Hoodrat as well. Hoodrat trying for that move round the outside. We've seen it once before. We'll see it again here if he's able to hold on to it. The Haas having to hold back at the moment. He's on the outside, but he clearly isn't holding back. He's giving it everything he's got left in the barrel, but it's Hoodrat ahead. Hoodrat ahead down the back straight. But how long for? The DRS comes into effect. The DRS is powerful, and the DRS slingshots impact. Make a move on the Alpine. All within a few attempts of each other, and doesn't fail. With a 10.4 second gap to the guys behind. What more can he ask for? He's doing absolutely brilliant. He really is. He's doing such a good job at this moment in time. We haven't had a safety car. It's been really clean. Nobody's been taken out. I mean, what more could you ask for? Brilliant race so far. A few penalties about, but this Sunday's race has been a good one indeed. I'm going to give it to you. They're probably the best league I've ever commentated in so far. It's been a good race. It really has. But we'll see. We'll see what happens towards the end. 10 seconds between Patrick Dodge and Smoking Cheese. Bradders is behind that with 0.6 of a second, but we'll keep an eye on it. Okay then, right, let's see. Down the back straight we go, everybody. The Mercedes, what a move down the inside, and the Red Bull manages to get ahead to P5. 1 point was brilliant. What a move. He came from so far back. And he is ahead then. P5. There's 5 laps to go, everybody, in the race. Only 5 laps, and the race is counting down. The laps are counting down, and we're coming down towards the end of this spectacular event this evening. As we see Patrick Dodge, 8.3 seconds, the gap between him and Smoking Cheese. I don't know how much by, but it is 8.2. And it wasn't that, indeed. It was about 10 seconds. So Smoking Cheese is seeming to be finding his footing at the moment. Like I mentioned, only 5 laps to go. So he might not have enough time, but that is the big question. That is the bearing question, and we're going to see Is still joining us. I haven't really commentated on anyone. Where I have had such a good time commentating the front of this grid today. It has been brilliant, it really has, and hopefully continue to be like that for the remainder 4 laps of today's race. If anyone's in the Twitch chat, if you could just pop a message saying what the stream's like. Has it been running all right so far? I know it won't be amazing, obviously it won't be top quality, but has it been running decently enough to see what's going on and to hear what's going on? That's all I can ask, because that's what I'm here for, and I don't want it to not do that. Patrick Dodge. Oh, the gap is 6.6 to the guy behind. I mean, it's getting close, isn't it? Call it close. 4 laps to go. I don't think there's enough laps to get the overtake done, to be fair, because he's got to get there and then overtake as well. So, you know, you've got to be really, really dreaming, I think, to think that he's going to win it. So we'll have to see, but it's not likely at all. It really isn't likely on this time around. Whitwell and Dizzy DJ trying to get through past each other at the moment. The Red Bull in a good position for an overtake on the Mercedes, but is he able to get through to the left-hand side, down the main straight? The Mercedes going off wide. Dizzy DJ now is on his way through like a steam train. The Red Bull and the Mercedes side by side. It is no challenge for the DJ through to P5. 4 seconds the gap now between him and Blinding Echo ahead, but DJ has dominated and is through to P5. People at the back as well. I've got to say, I do enjoy this job a lot more when this battle's going on, when there's things happening. It is so fun, indeed, and you know, it has been very, very good. Battles have been brilliant, and I feel like my commentary really comes to life when things are going on around the track. But here we go. The last few laps, everybody, of today's race. We're coming to an end, and here we go. Lap 25 out of 28. Oh, smoking cheese, and Just Bradders then having a bit of a scrap. And if you were thinking about Patrick Dodge and smoking cheese having a battle before the end, take that off your bucket list, because that is not going to happen, is it? Now Just Bradders has come and it stole the spotlight from him. And here we go. Can Smoking Cheese try and come back on him? The Kick Sauber has come back through and took the lead, took second place again. He nearly spun around there on lap 26 out of 28. Yellow flags are being thrown out. There's a Aston Martin of Heisenberg in P14 that is going slowly in the final sector of the track. But 2 laps to go, everybody. 2 remaining racing laps. And 16 drivers still join us. What can we get? What can we squeeze out of the last 2 laps? What battles can we get? What moves can we get? And how will it all be decided in today's race? Dizzy DJ still doing well to hold on to P5. He has got a penalty though, which unfortunately means he will lose the place to Whitwell if they stay within this gap, which they have done the whole race really. So it's more than likely going to happen, unless one of them makes a terrible mistake. But lap 26 out of 28. Patrick Dodge making his way around down the back straight. He'll make it on to the penultimate lap of today's Grand Prix then. And here we go. What can he do? What can everybody do? Just Bradders, the Alpine, on the backside of Smoking Cheese. We saw them battle before. Oh, we're going to see them battle again then as we go through the last few corners. The Kick Sauber is ahead. The Alpine is not afraid of the guy ahead of him at all. He is right there and ready to go when it is his time. But we make our way up towards the line and over the line, everybody. And we have begun the penultimate lap of today's Grand Prix. Lap 27 out of 28 now. you can see in the bottom right, vote your driver of the day, everybody. The vote closes, not officially. It's my little driver of the day. If you want to post in the comments in the Twitch chat who your driver of the day is, we're probably not going to do that very well. But for future reference, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, lap 27 out of 28, and the Alpine going a bit wide there, nearly going off the track. From him, nearly taking Bradders out, and Bradders up to P2. Wide onto the grass, and that is his race ruined then. He's still be on the podium, but just Bradders. Bang on. Raced a superb race today, he really has. This man has been unbeatable. Of this. And all eyes to Patrick Dodge in the Mercedes as he makes his way down towards the end of this lap. Look at him. He is the man of the weekend. The Mercedes is the man of the weekend. All eyes then to Patrick Dodge as he makes his way around the final corner, and he crosses the line then here in China to win at the Shanghai International. That was takes P2, Smoking Cheese will take P3, Blinding Echo 4, Dizzy DJ 5, then it's Dizzy DJ 6, sorry, of course, with penalties, then Whitwell 5, then it is Alec in penalties, he'll go down to P11, then it is Liam Cookie in P10, sorry, Sid Boakes in P12 will take P12, Wes RS 37 seconds later will take P14. And the Ferrari in 16 has already finished in 16, so the race is concluded, and what a race that was. Over the line in sync, that was lovely. And your podium celebrations then, everybody, to round off what a brilliant race it has been today. I don't even know what to call it. It was really good. Really.
All my life, I said to do